কয়েন দি জিরো ই ফুটবলের কারে একটু চেক করতো মাইকে গ্যার গ্যার করে নাকি লাইভ স্ট্রিম অন করছি হ্যালো এই বাড়িতে লাইভ স্ট্রিম করা আর না করা কি একটা অবস্থা দেখছিস দেশটা কথা বোঝা যায় নাকি বোঝা যায় আমার তো জোরে দেখা যাচ্ছে Okay, here we go. কজন দে একজন দেখে আমিও দেখাচ্ছি হ্যাঁ
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy? at the end of 90 minutes. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. So we're very much on the way now. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
And here's Neymar, looking for options for movement. It's a loose ball, and again! And he was there to get a vital touch.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
And it's Cancelo. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Neymar. Hernandez. Hernandez running with intent. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And he was quick to react. Romero played out towards the right wing. Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And he has been fouled there. Not the most accurate pass. Yamal, chance! Oh, good spread. Yamal. Manchester United are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Yamal. Ødegaard. Bruno Fernandes. And he's been shifted off it. Yamal. Neymar makes a dash for it. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He won't be happy with that one. Szoboszlai. De Bruyne. Hazard can so cleverly bypass the press. Van Dijk. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Shot could be on, and a chance! Rodri gets it clear. Yamal will not want to lose. Yamal!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
It's just beyond his reach. Now it's Yamal. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Neymar. Ødegaard. Oh, good effort. Oh, it rattles the bar. Hernandez gets it away. Rodri. Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! And there is your opener. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And this is Neymar. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Yamal. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pings in. Bullish header! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And the shot! It's Renlu. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And he has his goal. Half-time imminent. What a time to score. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very
The referee says that is that for the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the...
Getting up there! And that has been cleared.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Ødegaard with the short one. Real chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Hernandez. He can run onto that. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. João Cancelo. Ødegaard, and he's worked it through. Chance for a shot! Goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
And yes, it's him again. Manchester United go up by 2 and are looking good. Can he finish? And he scores!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Just one in it now.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Nicked it back promptly. Great chance! But he's left disappointed.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.953 spettatori.
Nicely weighted ball. Great vision. Oh, it's just a little long.
Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest...
Yamal! And needless to say, that deserved better.
A wonderful ball to play him in like that. Great pace, into feet, nearly superb.
Manchester United have their second corner now. He's in a great position here. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for the run. That's a shade optimistic.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8.
Milan
Numero
choosing
21.
to make the first change.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 11. Neymar. Il numero 18.
João Cancelo.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! There's a goal! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got...
Haaland! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Oh, what a chance. And after doing all the hard work as well, he'll be kicking himself here.
Vinicius Junior. And that pass just didn't quite work. And he's there to belt it away.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Haaland with the slide tackle there. Now he's got space here. That's beautifully weighted. Good read, needed to be. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Haaland. Nice looking ball. Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. A heavy challenge. Well, what about it? What an enthralling contest. What a wonderful contest.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Neymar. Oh, he's burst through. That's pretty clear. It is a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position.
Well, I suppose from the opposition's viewpoint, this was to be avoided.
Choo! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Muscular approach does pay off here. And it's Hernandez. And he shoots! Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question: how long is there left, including stoppages?
Ci saranno
Yamal.
5 minuti di recupero.
He has found the way through. Nicely shaped cross. Soboslai attempts a clearance. 5 minutes to add. And here's Haaland. Can he get it through? And it's been hooked away. Yamal. And we're done. Milan have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Invitiamo tutti i tifosi a dare il proprio contributo alla nostra fondazione per l'aiuto.
না বাতিস তো তারে ই করছস ট্রেনিং করাইছস should we be doing? Timber? Zero. Who's this? Mukhtar Tahari. And we have here like Luis Figo. Can we just turn off the mic?
So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you...
It scores! It's bounced back off the post.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box...
Decent chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's gone looking for safety. And now they can spring out of defence. Right, Doué. He's beaten the last man. Doué! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count. That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Oh, that's a fine interception. Now, that looks a decent ball. Milan are looking to go forward now. Passing nice and neat. That looks a good ball through. Cleared without hesitation. Goes for a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rudiger with the clearance. Pinches it off him. Dani Olmo gets into a good position. Deftly away. It's a good spell of possession, this. And can he finish? And that's another fine save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
Cross to the back post. Cleared away. That's the throw. And here's Dembele. Probing pass, dink through, Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Threads one in, that's a shade optimistic. Xavi Alonso, 0-0 still, no lack of chances though.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
There's a sharp little ball here. Hazard, and that's been drilled in. And that should get the job done. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that. Hazard clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Ambitious ball here. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Hazard. Played into space. Takes a shot! 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, it's Dembele. Hernandez gets on his bike and on the move. And here's Hazard. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Chiellini has given away a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. And it's Gerrard. Shoots! Oh, it's hit the post! Now he wants to get in on the act here. Xavi Alonso. Now this could be a chance. Dani Olmo.
Manchester have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. De Bruyne. Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely weighted ball.
Added time.
Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Gets a good foot in there. Tries to pass it through. And that is expertly dealt with. That's it, 45 minutes up. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
And now I'd just
What
like
have we
to
learned
read
from the
out
first
our
45
fan
minutes?
members who are
It's a
celebrating their
bit
birthdays
disappointing
today.
the way the team couldn't make the
Substitution on
most of what
field.
looked like a pretty
Number
high-octane
6,
start, Peter. But this
Desiree
break
Doué.
should give them enough time to
Coming on to
rediscover
replace
their
him
focus
is
and intent
number
and start
14,
the second half in a
Van
similar
Nistelrooy.
manner. They have to keep believing.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Nicely aimed pass. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Nicely spread. Yamal. And Dijk does well to get it back. De Bruyne.
Manchester are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Tries to play it through. That's a cute ball. He's being urged to shoot. And that is masterful defending. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And he's managed to get shapes to shoot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Gerrard. Up towards the hour mark, and still no goals. Xavi Alonso. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Xavi Alonso. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Xavi Alonso. Passing is crisp. There's the shot! Well, there's the clearance.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, no joy this time.
substitution on the field. Number
Well,
11.
the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the
Coming
same
on
time.
Field is number 10, Vinicius Junior.
Gerrard.
Substitution
Challenge
taking
just
place.
a bit on the firm side. And that pass just didn't quite... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Pass somewhat off target. Alonso. Rudiger cuts it out. Can he get it through? And Van Nistelrooy! It's hit the upright. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, nicely intercepted. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is... And the shot! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Vinicius Junior knocks it into space. Now there's a fine ball. Great chance! And he should have made them pay.
Dembele has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Kukçu with the clearance.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's picked his way through.
Oh, really well played.
Vinicius Junior delivered low. Courtois claims it without any fuss. Vinicius Junior with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Now it's Gerrard.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Now it's Dani Olmo.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's found a way through. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Oh, the ball's come loose here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Yamal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Keeper has taken decisive action. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Defending of the desperate variety. And the pass is intercepted. Into stoppage time, and it is still goalless. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And that was asking for too much. That's that, the end. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Your final thoughts, Jim? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So we're up and running. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. He has found a way through. Yamal, real chance! Looking for a runner. He's looking wide. Looking for options for movement. Roberto Carlos getting forward. Yamal. Yamal, a dangerous raider down the right-hand side. Big chance! Goal, Milan! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He's got away. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Always onto this, and he's cut it out.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him, as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
He is through here, and he's heaved it away. Lovely bit of skill. It's Asa! And that was precious close.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
He's a sharp little ball. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? That's put paid to the danger. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Can he get on the end of this? Serginho drills, tries a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Milan with the corner, they're first. Zanetti clears it away. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Rudiger running with the ball. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Milan with another corner. Corner number 2 then. Cristiano Ronaldo! Not a bad try by any means. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Driving forward. And this is Ronaldo. Asa! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Milan really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter, just needs to find the right run now.
Oh, that's delightful. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking to play him in. Cristiano Ronaldo is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, that's nice. He's found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. In with the challenge. And he's picked out the run. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Rijkaard. That's going wide left. Hazard looking to receive it in space.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now, can they get him away? Brilliantly cut out. Long ball looking to counter.
Milan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Well read, nice interception. 40 minutes gone, half-time closing in.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Knocks it into space. Hazard has the space to scheme. Oh, shooting chance! Serginho clears without hesitation. Distributed tidily. Oh, played through for the wide man. Now there's a fine ball. He's free, he has chance, surely! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Numero 21.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Oh, that was vital. Deftly out wide. And the referee says that is that for the first half.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Milan sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. We're on the move again. Gets a good foot in there. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, it's come to nothing, and he's there to get it away. Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And he's managed to get free.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And this is De Bruyne. Adams with a fine tackle. Hazard. Kukçu. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Chips it through. Cleared away. And it's Kukçu. Closing in on goal. A temporary retreat here.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
And claimed it back swiftly. Opts to play it back. Chance for a shot! Oh, how good is he? A finish right from the top draw. And they are disappearing out of sight. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Romero with the foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Madrid clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Stood up well to him there.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è
Ended
di
up in no man's land.
80.607 spettatori.
Serginho, lovely pass, but can he get there? That's tidy. Searching pass he's played there. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Nicely weighted ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Zanetti did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be...
Azar! Terrific save by Abbiati. They want to be quick to recover this. Roberto Carlos. Now that looks a decent ball. No, that's been intercepted. Defending was strong and firm. Great vision. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Madrid clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Foot in. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Looking for the run. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, well played. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That's a shade optimistic. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Good read, needed to be. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Zanetti kept his eye on it, and he's there. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, nicely intercepted. Milan are almost home and dry now. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries to play it through, and it's been played through. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Threads one in. Now that's well seen too. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Yamal. Can he get it through? Yamal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Milan really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents...
Win. It's a 3-0 win. It had some points in our list. We still got a long way to go and 11 more point further promotion. We'll be doing something different. Like, who else we have in the left wing? We got Luis Diaz in the midfield. He's no winger. Maybe we can use like Mbappe in that section. Yeah, we can use him. Let's see. What's the outcome in this match? Matchmaking is in progress. We got absolutely the same number of rating in our squad.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
Cristiano Ronaldo, and they're quick to get it. Decent chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. This is a promising build-up. Rudiger pokes it out wide. McAllister. Now it's Mbappe. Koundé cuts it out. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And it's Lopez. AC Milan could counter here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Xavi Alonso. Gibbs White. Aimed beyond the defence. This might spell danger. Chance! They want to be quick to recover this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Messi. And here's Mbappe. Alonso. And he welcomes it in.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That is ended up in no man's land. Koundé is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And it's Lopez. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Yamal. It's a goal kick. Knocks it into space. And this is Ronaldo. Mbappe receives it in a good position here.
Madrid always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Looking for option. Mbappe! Oh, he hit that sweetly. And we have our very first corner. No, there's no sort of quality on that. Gibbs White. Messi. Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Now here's the delivery. And that should get the job done. And it's Lopez. This looks promising. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Gibbs White. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Now it's Yamal.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Xavi Alonso. And back to the keeper. Serginho venturing down the left.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, good take in a good area.
De Bruyne really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo has been caught there, it's a foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Milan with a free kick then. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Kachu! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Serves up across. Oh, that's a key interception. Mbappe. is onto this.
Habrá un minuto de
Pass somewhat
descuento.
off target. McAllister. Might be danger here. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Had too much room. It was one of those instances when desperate measures were called for, and it was a reckless lunge.
Madrid with a chance to get level. That is some save from Khan. Oh, he missed, and there is the half-time whistle. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Milan come in leading by just the odd goal.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 8 será
We're on the
reemplazado
move
por
again.
el dorsal 18.
Milan currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's neat. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Vermeer. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Batistuta. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's found space here. He's picked his way through. Yamal's... and he shoots! Oh, he's been caught napping. And here's De Bruyne. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, shooting chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. And he's taking no chances there. There will be a throw-in. Milan are still that goal to the good. That has not gone well. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Yamal. Can he finish? And that's a sharp finish. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
El dorsal 7.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Messi, he is through here. Has a look and plays it forward. He's found the way through. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's De Bruyne. Gibbs White.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Mbappe. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Mbappe.
That's good play from him.
That is good progress on the left. And no, that was never going to make it. Fermin. Gibbs White. He's got away. Oh, hang on. And a chance! Well taken goal. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Madrid cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Vinicius Junior looking to receive it in space. Shot at goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Tries to get it clear. Shapes to shoot!
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. That's a cute ball. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Van Dijk. Marquinhos. And Fermin. Xavi Alonso. Now that looks a decent ball. Messi has it in a wide position. Shoots! It's a goal! There seemed no way back, but they are level. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Yeah, it's all happened.
And the shot! Goal! Milan! And they've got their lead back. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Lovely ball and a real chance now. He's having a shot! And there's a goal! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Played into space. That's beautifully weighted. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts.
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
Great vision. Oh, well played. Gibbs White. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Now it's Messi. Now it's Batistuta. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Timber gets it away. Now this could be a great chance! It's a goal! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. What a game, what a show! Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Cristiano Ronaldo voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Milan undoubtedly gave us the perfect example of how you start a game of football. They came out with purpose, intensity, energy. They were determined to grab the initiative.
With the man of the match award. That was some game. 3-0 and 4-3. That's the history. We'll have a pause. Then we'll come back again. Let's see what we got this time. This is some Poland. Oh my god. Okay. We are also ready.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody, and
The fans
welcome
have
to
pulled out
today's
all the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. Sacramento Republic have opted for a fourth ball. And the shot! Goal! Milan! And that's got him off to a flyer!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Sacramento Republic are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Marcelo. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's where it came from. It's net! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Nedved. Aims beyond the defence. Now there's a great chance! Oh, it's come off the upright.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. That's a cute ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Aubameyang. Aubameyang! He's got a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
De Bruyne can see things others simply cannot. Mbappe, oh, great leap! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Could be danger here. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, it's come loose. The ball goes in. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Played through for the wide man. And this is Nedved. It's Nedved! And it's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that really is so impressive. Sacramento Republic leading now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Nedved. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Corner given. Sacramento Republic with the corner, there first. Romero can clear it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's chosen to go back. Pau Torres. And it's Seedorf. Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Yamal. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he's going to have his name taken. Kupchu. Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Seedorf has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Nesta. Seedorf. He's a sharp little ball here. Nice interception, well timed. Can he spark a counter here? Serginho venturing down the left, and it's made its way to him. He's picked his way through. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And he's had it nicked away. Seedorf pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Alexander-Arnold, and it's Tchouaméni. Turns back here, probably the best option. Marcelo. Nedved. Now it's Aubameyang. Aubameyang! Fantastic from Aubameyang! A finish right from the top draw. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He just absolutely speared that in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
And now he has two. Sacramento Republic go up by two and are looking good.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Nedved. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. No foul, says the referee. So what can they make of this? That's a nicely shaped ball. He's found a way through. He's had a shot! And no mistake. And on the stroke of half-time, a priceless goal. And that is indeed the final act. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, You want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Look at the space here. Rudiger eases the ball away from him. Mbappe.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Now it's Bale. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Nedved. Seedorf. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Serginho. Stood up well to him there. Hazard has the space to scheme. Alexander-Arnold. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Still they trail and time is ticking away. Pau Torres did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant.
There's the shot! Well taken goal. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Substitution on the field. Number 17.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 13.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Number
You can
22.
certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are
Coming on the
demanding
field,
that they just finish this
Number
off.
18. Eucharist.
Sacramento
Number
Republic
11.
are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Number
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when
Substitution in
defending
progress.
at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them.
Tries one from range! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Milan certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Spread it left.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Vinicius Junior takes a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it.
He's having a hit! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Nesta. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And that is expertly dealt with. Nice-looking ball. That's been cut out, well played. Pau Torres. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Bale. Looking for a runner. Nesta promptly onto that, and that is that. Guardiola. Now it's Neymar. Nesta. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Hazard. Serginho gets a foot in here. Tries to play it through. Space for him to turn and look. He is through, and the shot! And he hits the net! Just 1 in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Driving forward. Searching passes played there.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Milan could be just about done here.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Alexander-Arnold, foot in. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Yamal. Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Guardiola. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Gyökeres with a reputation for taking... Big chance! Oh, good finish! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and club. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that.
Already played 4, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, we already played 4. Seems like we need to change something. De Bruyne isn't doing something that we can say great, so we'll be going for Messi.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. We're up and running then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Brazil have produced some of the best centre-halves around, and I think Militao is up there in that lineage, Peter. He's very quick and aggressive, and while he does have the odd mistake in him, or certainly did in his earlier career, he's maturing fast and he's easing that out of his game, and he can go all the way to the very top.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Rudiger, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
He is through here. Drives it in. Messi. Messi making good progress. And that's going right the way across. Yamal providing, and can he finish? And that is doing no harm at all. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Messi. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well read, nice interception. They get a throw in. That's a cute ball. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that was vital. Messi! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Egypt are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Messi. And that pass just didn't quite work. Eder Militao.
Milan really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind, Peter. Just needs to find the right run now.
Now it's Doué. Shot a goal! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Messi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mbappe. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. He's picked his way through. That's the throw. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's having a pop! The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Taken back almost at once. Kukçu venturing down the left. Mbappe wants to run onto this. Messi! And another try! He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Cristiano Ronaldo. Yamal. Showing good feet. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Donnarumma claims comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Doué. Can he get onto this? And he's managed to get free. And he was alert to it. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Timber ventures forward. Oh, he's onto this. Yamal picks it up out wide. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Doué. Now, can they get him away? And he's picked it up out wide. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, shooting chance! That is delicious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A goal at a really telling moment.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Egypt cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
2 minuti di recupero.
We are into stoppage time. Yamal. Now it's Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo. And the referee has blown for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Milan are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. So straight into the second half. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. He has found the way through. Messi. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Can he get on the end of this? Chance here to counter. Pass somewhat off target. Odegaard. And the pass is intercepted. Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Yamal. Oh, well played, well played. And he can thump it away. And it's Serginho. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. Edmilson. Doué. Cafu. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, no joy this time. Yamal. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Space for him to turn and look. Great vision. Yamal, he's got away. Goes down, but nothing given.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Yamal. And he's only too happy to take that back. And he's heaved it away. Oh, that's a key interception. Searching pass he's played there. He's shifting through the gears here. He's had a shot! Has another go! And that's a good finish. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And yes, it's him again. Milan go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10.
The two coaches
Messi.
are signalling changes here,
Numero
both at the
27.
same time.
Numero 20.
Not pretty, but it gets the
Lasciano
job
il campo
done.
per il numero 11.
Milan are looking to go
Neymar.
forward now.
Il numero 5. Il numero 18.
Gets a good foot in there.
Attenzione, una
It's a pretty
sostituzione.
loose pass. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Beckham. What a throw in. Ah, good steal. He just read it. And he was quick to react. Now it's Hazard. Now it's Lewandowski. Aims beyond the defence. And he welcomes it in. Yamal. It's a really well-measured ball. That's tidy. And it's Kukçu. Knocks it into space.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's found a way through. Delivered low. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Looking for the run. Cafu threads one in. Doué. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Beckham. Ødegaard.
Il quarto uomo
That looks a
indica
decent
2
ball.
minuti di recupero.
It's made its way to him. That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 12. Viene sostituito con il numero 26. Cambio di giocatori.
No, he's missed it. Ødegaard. And we're done. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So we're up and running.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Aims beyond the defence. Now it's Ronaldinho! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Mbappe, it's a searching pass. Timber, Caicedo. This is a promising build-up. Caicedo does really well there, he is strong. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Probing pass. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Spread it left. Now it's Batistuta. Ronaldinho. He's found a way through. He leaps for it. It's bounced back off the post. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. No, he's missed it.
Messi will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Ambitious ball here. He's got away. Saliba makes the interception. Rodri, quality ball. Now it's Girassi, nicely spread. Messi. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. Now it's Mbappe. Could move up a gear here. And it's Hernandez.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Mbappe. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's managed to get free. And they're back on the ball again. Threads one in. And the shot! And he hits the net. AC Milan are all square. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Milan restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Can he get on the end of this? He's shifting through the gears here. Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Timber.
Barcelona always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high.
He's rising! And for a moment, time stood still. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Messi. Caicedo. Messi. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. And that is a little undercooked. He has a look up.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mbappe. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's picked out the run. And a chance! Goal, Milan! And the comeback is complete. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And now he has two. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will think... Batistuta! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Great vision. That is ended up in no man's land. Messi. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Looking for options for movement.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Where it came from. And that is expertly dealt with. That has been cut short. Hernandez. And he cuts out the supply. Messi. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat. And all of a sudden, things are looking pretty rosy. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Milan are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 5.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
El dorsal 25. El dorsal 19. Serán sustituidos.
Defender is not giving up on this. And here's Mbappe, and he's had it nicked away.
El dorsal 42.
That's not gone well. And it's Lopez. Ronaldinho. Now this could be a chance. And he's there to clear it. Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. It's going wide left. Swings in across. So it's going to be another corner. Corner number 2 then. Ah, that's a fine interception. Rudiger clears without hesitation. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho getting forward. Ah, such a clever touch. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And that is well cleared. Zanetti. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho venturing down the left. Now it's Lopez. Mbappe. Pau Kubasi can get it clear. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Baresi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Thinks about the shot. Hangs it. Oh, greatly! And it's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
It is compelling, this. Utterly compelling.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And this is... Oh, he's all alone. Real chance! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Yes, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 80, Ronaldinho.
So we have movement on both benches. Barcelona with the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Now this takes a shot! Conchu! That is sensational! About as smooth as it gets. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
Milan dragged themselves back again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is...
Chance, surely! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
He has found the way through. Tries a shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Tries to get it clear. There's the shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Now, he's got space here. Now, that pass isn't the best. And he was quick to react. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up. Decent chance! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Barcelona really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Cristiano Ronaldo looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Lovely. Can he finish? This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Shot could be on. Timber did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Distributed tidily. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. Pass somewhat off target. It's a pretty loose pass. Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot. Well timed, excellent interception. And time is up. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.